At a blind date meetup, the girl watched as her sister swooped in and stole her date. But instead of reacting with anger, the girl merely smirked, because she realized her sister had been reborn too. Still, she didn't try to stop it, because only she knew the truth. In her previous life, the girl had tragically married him. What followed was years of domestic violence whenever he felt frustrated. But her sister couldn't see any of that. All she ever saw was the girl's glamorous life in the public eye. Blaming her own misfortune on the girl, at a lavish party celebrating her brother-in-law becoming the richest man in the country, she stabbed the girl in the stomach with a pair of scissors, screaming, "Why does she get to be a billionaire's wife just because I was a few minutes late? Why do I have to marry some doomed temp worker and become a widow before 30? As the girl looked into her sister's face, she felt no fear, only relief. And then, everything went black. But in the next moment, they both woke up on the very day of that fateful blind date. This time, the sister wasn't late. She quickly locked eyes with the man in glasses. The girl simply watched, completely unmoved. After everything she'd been through in her previous life, she had no desire to marry a rich man. All she wanted was someone who would treat her with sincerity. Without hesitation, she turned to leave. But the matchmaker blocked her path, insisting she stay and meet someone. Just then, another man walked in. The girl immediately recognized him. He was her sister's husband in the previous life. Back then, a fire had broken out at the machinery factory. Though he was only a temp worker, he ran into the flames again and again to rescue people. In the end, he sacrificed his life. The girl remembered him as brave and kind-hearted. So she thought, why not give it a try? She walked over and introduced herself. But the man didn't seem the least bit interested. He bluntly told her, "I'm just a temp. No car, no house, no savings. I'm not what you're looking for." Then he turned to leave. But she stopped him. "So what if you have no house or money?" she said, grabbing his hand. "You've got 2 hands and 2 feet. Don't tell me you can't earn a living." The man's heart skipped a beat. She was the first person since he became a temp who didn't look down on him. When he didn't reply, the girl thought he was just feeling insecure. So she continued to encourage him. But what she didn't expect was his response. "Let's get married." And just like that, they got their marriage license. Unexpectedly, her sister and the man in glasses rushed into a flash marriage of their own. The sister immediately recognized the girl's new husband as her former one from their past life. Smirking, she thought, this time, it's her turn to be a widow. But little did she know, that would never happen. Because the young man wasn't some ordinary temp. He was actually the heir of the prestigious Zhou family in Yanjing. To escape his grandfather's attempts to force a political marriage, he had fled thousands of miles away and taken a job as the director of a small machinery factory. When the top executives came to greet him in full ceremony, he disguised himself as a temp to quietly investigate the company's inner workings. That's how he ended up running into the girl. Later, he took her to the supply store, wanting to buy her a few new outfits. But she scolded him for spending recklessly, insisting on buying fabric to sew her own clothes, and even paid for it herself. Her practicality and sincerity touched him deeply, so he decided to buy her a wristwatch as a thank you gift. Just as he was about to do so, her sister suddenly appeared out of nowhere, trying to snatch the very same watch for herself. She mocked the girl, saying she had terrible taste in men. How could you marry a temp worker?